Eventually, we arrived. Alter Ego asked me to bring other. What? What? Kyoko answered me. I don't want that.
I want to be able to help.
Keep being helpful to Alter Ego. You're so sweet. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can. That's basically suicide. I'm positive that the Mastermind will find out about you, Kyoko.
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still I have to do this.
but
I handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still.
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm some guy, but that's not true. So it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too. You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
Certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe it's a question even the program's creator can't answer. Well, Chihiro is dead, so I guess that's true. Not really spoilers, because it happened, what, 2 chapters ago? You include this one? But I can say this.
Correct.
There is no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Oh. Kyoko. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any Alter Ego to the... But...
Hey.
I want to take his feelings into consideration.
Yeah.
Hey, if you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everybody else and tell them you're their friend.
So,
Hey, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
I know I can do this.
Listen.
And besides, there's one place where I might not notice. One place? A security camera. A room with a security camera. The secret room? That's it, the secret room you told me about. Oh yeah, we went into a secret room. There were a bunch of files, including that said you must not leave. And then we got whacked over the head with something, and then all the files and yearbooks and stuff went away. Except for the stuff on the desk, which for some reason I couldn't look at. Yeah, that stuff. I definitely remember there's no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
To the plug.
However,
because there's no danger. No way to know monitoring the net. So right.
That's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance of finding any clues. What, you're let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Think.
Then.
It's going to be a little cramped for you, Walter. You go there with us, okay? We started right. I closed the laptop and stuffed it under my jacket. It tickles. Shh, can't talk right now. We're gonna move here to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him react like a machine. Like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. Oh, that's how she knew. There might be a network cable in there.
However,
Assuming the Mastermind hasn't taken it already, and since we couldn't really click on anything in the desk, well, all we can do is go check and check for ourselves.
it's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. Where is it again? Can I teleport there? Where is she? Is it on the 4th floor? I'm not talking to you. You call Ogami mean names. You call her Ogre. Imagine special. Also, I was late to stream because I had my first work shift today. And, was okay. It was mostly orientation and like telling you what to do, what not to do. And I was playing some Salmon Run because my goal is to do at least 2 catalog levels in Splatoon 3.
Just a second.
This isn't where we need to go.
Hey,
Come on, we have to hurry. Oh, right. Okay, my bad. This way.
hey,
Hey, Makoto.
why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry and go and make sure you don't run off. I'll wait right here. Oh, I get it. She's acting. So forceful, I thought it made her mad again somehow. I'm gonna let them go. Okay, I'm going. And be thorough. I'm counting on you. What? Oh, okay. She just wants to seem like we're checking the secret room. Yeah, except for these papers. Okay, first find the network cable. Now can I open the desk? According to Kyoko, there's this drawer. Found it. This is a network cable, right? It just looks like a USB cable because of the things covering it. Okay. Now we just have the key. I immediately got to work. Pulled up the laptop and connected to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
Right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might be able to connect to the phone if I can and see call for help. So please just wait a little longer.
I'm gonna
Just
do
hold-
my best.
Just hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You, all the rest of us, are as friends.
Huh?
Friends? Even me?
Thank you.
So just we bean. Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents are gone like I told you. My reply was unintentional acting in real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Here.
Goodbye.
Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting any just for sure. Ah, Kyoko.
What?
Yes. So we're just gonna split up?
Why is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Well, maybe, but isn't that a little too direct?
Whew.
Should I hesitate to fumble something? Should I hesitate and fumble to something you're saying? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I had more to talk to you about. Like, what were you gonna do about well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are going right now, they don't have then what should we...
so
If we can find that's all we can hope for right now. Which is why Alter Ego.
correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. You're their only option. Also, last time, Aoi, bitch slapped Byakuya really hard. It's like, oh man, if only she had rings. It was so good to see. We parted ways and headed back to my room. Tired. So I looked at bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving Alter Ego, I was way more tired than I realized. And so before long at all, we were waiting for I completely dozed off. Ding dong! Reminds me of the Vine where you find out you're delivering pizza to your ex apartment. The guy goes, ding dong! And throws the pizza. 2:38. Be 12:38. I hear one of you has a coupon. Matt Post is really good. Ding dong. Sharp sound of a doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. Oh, but what is it?
Makoto.
Get out here. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. It sounded like something's happened. Yep. What? As soon as I heard those words, I beat a little faster. Wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. Okay, let's hurry. Alright, rec room time. Rattle, rattle. I can't get the door open. Is it locked? Hina, what's going on? Makoto, Kyoko! Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. The rec room! What's inside? There was a window of the rec room, and I hurried to look inside. When I did... Sakura? She's unconscious? She's sitting upright in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was just walking past and happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name. She wouldn't respond. What should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked. If we break it, we're
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not. The rec room door doesn't have a lock. Oh, so is it against it? Then why? Okay. It feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair?
In other words.
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, that rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in?
Indeed.
Let's push the way. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll get something to break it with. Wait, right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still haven't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure... Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. That silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom! In the classroom! Let's use it!
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto?
Please!
Come on, please hurry! Okay, you two, stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung it as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was one solid hit. Crash. The window shadowed into 100 pieces scattering across the floor. I stuck my hand through the now open door and started jostling the chair leaning against the door. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed on it with all my strength and finally the knob turned. Sakura! I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her... No! You were so good! I loved you, Sakura. All I felt was cold death. Feeling the only lasting linger warmth of a warm living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body. And then... Dong dong, ding, 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 ding dong, ding dong.
A body discovered!
Oh,
After a certain amount of time, which you like, the class trial will begin.
Sorry guys, I'm changing the stream name title. All-Star Apologies, Chapter 4, Deadly Life.
Huh?
Huh?
Sakura's dead?
Oh.
She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes stared steadily forward. I could only look on, at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It's happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko generally inspects Sakura's body. I wondered, is she confirming Sakura's really dead, or checking for a pulse reaction? I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room. 1,000-yard stare in her eyes. And why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I thought you were already doing that. I just stood there motionless while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there unable to do a thing, time passed. Time just passed, my bad. After I didn't know how long. I got everyone. Ogami?
Yes.
Oh, so she said, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed, I see. As soon as they Kyoko began,
Just a sec.
you heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what that means. Sakura was murdered by someone in this very room. Is that what you were going to say?
Huh?
No. There's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It's one of you. Toko, you killed Sakura.
What?
You're accusing us before we even begun the investigation. Thank you for saying that word. To spelling things. Investigation number 4, sad times ahead. You're accusing us before we began the investigation? I don't need to investigate anything, because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it. I know it. You know. Jeez, didn't expect my power level to increase that much by getting just me.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come on!
Isn't it obvious? I'm here to hand out my little murder flyer.
It's the Monokuma file!
And that little lewd face of yours. Now then, with that Hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Uh-huh. Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
In other words...
Then I killed her?
Hmm?
Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. That whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura gained the most regrettable end without even getting a chance to finish things with me.
Phew.
Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been... It would been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
Actually, I gotta tell you, actually, I was pretty worried. I mean, she violated a rule by attacking me in the first place, and I wasn't able to punish her.
well...
So I don't know who it was. The blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one? Oopsie, before you get all pissed potty. And you and me, you better figure it out first. Because, I mean, your lives on the line.
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't
I
forgive
hate
you.
him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad that it's Sakura. She was working with the mastermind after all. Byakuya, nobody asked you. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Mom brought dinner. Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. We can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who can guard this time. I'll do it. Hina? I'm okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina's guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time, just stand over there and watch quietly. Consider an order. Why does she have list? You go stand guard! In order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on! Before that, I want to say,
What?
which is... Hiro, Byakuya... Toko, none of you are allowed to step a foot in the crime scene.
Huh?
What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura!
I won't forgive you.
Someone come anywhere near her.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are much more in danger than you are just as much in danger to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears a further discussion is a waste of time. Yeah, back off. Don't want you mess with the crime scene again. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to let all of us in, just me.
What?
What? You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care. I'd rather spend my time covering up another splendid fantasy but involving Master anyway. And you, Hiro, do you object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't really have anything to hide, so why should I care? Yeah, that's the face of someone who has nothing to hide.
It's all clear now.
Decided. What do you think is decided?
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hino. For those who are still alive and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess it's okay. No matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. Naturally, who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
Listen to me.
all of us face execution. Finding out who killed Sakura, it's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's kind of a hopeless hope. No choice but to just do it. What? Oh, okay, I guess everyone's just out. Better check the money. Time to get this activated around 12 p.m. noon. In the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. Burrito time. White people taco night. We're getting taco shells from the grocery store. I don't know the rest of the words. It's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noticed. However, it seems at some point the victim suffered from a violent vomiting of blood.
Hey,
I think the case this time might be a challenge. Why is that?
so...
The only way to the end to the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair inside the rec room, which means the killer would have to escape somehow after barring the door. The door was blocked from the inside, and there is no way in or out until we go. It's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
This is the classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? Guess you might see that thing in mystery movies, or could it really happen in real life right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind. I do. My throat minds.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murders mystery, there are 4 basic types. First type is the locked room created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. It mainly involves some sort of trick involving locking of the room. The basic approach is use a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we do have to do is check to see the door to see what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool to target the victim from outside to target the victim. So like a locked room, and then you get assassinated from another building. You push a switch, it fires a handgun, you shoot an arrow through a cap of the door or something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns and arrows in this school, and the door doesn't have any gaps that would allow it. Yeah, I think we crossed that list.
it's true.
The third type is when a killer stays in a room until it's open. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden, which is when the door is open, and they use confusion to blend in with the group. They pretend to show up along everyone else, and that's that. Could have been possible, maybe. It's kind of what Celeste did.
it's true.
And the fourth and final type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Another locked room.
In other words,
By that I mean there's alternate escape routes somewhere within this room. You see this a lot in novels and things, but in reality it's generally not possible. Think that you can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Then Kyoko, which one of the 4 choices seems most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now I can't really say. I hate the way the killer set up to block the room. Until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will remain hidden. It's a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, I have nothing else. What's this? Looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse, I gave it to her to calm her down a little. Handed to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get back to the warehouse, I took an entire box back to my room. I made sure no one else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I want Sakura to get a chance to try one out for herself. That's why I gave it to her. No, lost all their flavor. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to Truth Bullet section of your textbook. Okay. Oh, glass. There are shards of glass scattered around the chair Sakura's sitting in. The glass is all red, and there are bottom and top sections of the bottle, right? So this must have originally been in a bottle. Or must have originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor have been added to your sketchbook. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. A figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Figure on the floor has been added to Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Hey, bud! Oh no, that's Sakura. Sakura drew her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of a blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally wouldn't have any problem, that's what killed her. According to Mama Kumafa, she also vomited blood. I can't see traces of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her blood? Mama Kumafa says she hadn't seen any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body, then. Okay. Maybe her getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. Byakuya?
That's fine.
However, you've laid your eyes on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, the most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I would call it interesting. It does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to the way she died. Or why she died, my bad. Here's where the bottle came from. There are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. Inside, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. Oh, there's pawn, rook, bishop, and king. So it looks like the knight and the queen are missing. What I'm wondering is, how'd they get those figures inside the bottle?
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You never... Oh, yeah, maybe I have. I know I have.
In other words...
So this is Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Like, Monokuma bottles would add a true section as well in your hand. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. Monokuma figure found on the ground. It's a knight. So the queen is missing. Red is probably started out as a bottle. Which means Sakura must have been hit on the head with a Monokuma bottle, right? Press glass Monokuma figure evidence of that. I think it's safe to say the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. The locker's open and there on the inside is a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and let the handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
And it looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left a little extra, something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in there until the locker room was open, don't you think? During all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. Yeah, the door was locked. Huh? Why not?
Hey,
Think back before we opened the door. We looked inside the room, right? Yeah, that locker was already open. Yeah. Oh yeah, the locker had already been open at that point. Yeah.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden here until after we opened the room. Yeah, so then... What's this handbook, man? Locker handbook has been added. True section bullet of your handbook. Okay. There's the blood. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine bookshelf stays, but adds true section bullet handbook. else is there to look at? Oh! There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So,
The protein drink is empty. Very much she loved her protein. She mentioned before, protein was actually good for all sorts of ailments.
wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. But still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. Sakura mentioned how the Chem lab had all sorts of healthy stuff. She must have gotten this from the Chem lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. What is it?
Hey,
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of blue glass must have been the parts that broke, but they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath. What does that matter?
so...
I can't say for sure yet. Probably wanted to place there after we broke the thing. I feel like it'd be important. Not sure I see how. Anti-protein drink has been in the true second bullet thing. Okay. Do I need to look at this? Same shelf full of magazines. Different kinds of magazines here. Okay. What have I not investigated yet? Kyoko, what have you found out?
However,
Look for Sakura to have been killed. Yeah, she's not the type that would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial woman, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? Must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
They would need to if they expect to stand a chance against her. Okay, Aoi, what you got?
What the heck?
We already know who did it! Ryaki and Toko are here. I had to be one of them. You couldn't stand the sight of her. You would agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure about finding out more. Then let me find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse, both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. When I saw her after that, she told me she had left a note for each of them. She asked them to meet with her in the rec room by noon. By noon? Monokuma Falls says she died around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And that's what happened. This is what happened. If I had stopped her by force even, this would never happen. Oh, Hina. Yeah, Hina. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. I was against, but I had the truth sections. But the fact that she asked those three to meet with her, and she asked them to come to the rec room at noon, same time and place she ended up dying, might have been good to confirm what I heard from the three of them directly. Yakia, what did you do? What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet with her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. That is it true? I did receive a note to that affection, yes. But what fool would do what is said? She has a name! You dick. So you didn't go see her? Of course not. I ripped the notes to shreds and threw it away. I hadn't seen Sakura at all today. Byaka said he didn't go see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice except this fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Gladly just poke your eyes out. Okay, thanks. Byaku's chaos bed, true say, boy handbook. Is there anything else I need to investigate? The clock? It's 1 o'clock right now. According to Monokuma Cloud, Sakura died around 12 noon, roughly an hour ago. Was that when Kyoto and I were moving alternate? I hate doing the things where it's like, oh, we're gonna do this thing, but then you look at it and it's like, oh no, person died while we were doing that thing. Can I leave this place now? Oh, chair! The chair was shoved up against the door now, so we couldn't get it open. There's no evidence of any kind of strain mechanism on the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Can I leave? I need to examine the crime scene as much as possible. Okay. What am I missing? This door is the only way in or out that have been taken with. Will change the doors to smash window, which happened, of course, when I broke in inside. No evidence, any kind of shaming mechanism or anything anything using the door. In other words, I don't see if someone glued the door shut. Having examined both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open is simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the door off from turning and the door from opening, and there's no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. The killer must have created the locker room from the inside, not from the outside. Nice. Rec room door has been added. Okay.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then,
With people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
That's why I decided you'll go in my place. She decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. And she's right, I do get to talk to others. So I went meet with two people and you hear what they have to say. Yeah. This door is the only way in or out of the rec room. Yeah, so can I leave? Door doesn't have a lock, no evidence of mountains, but tamper with. I already read this. I just wanted to leave. Otherwise, don't see things. Okay. Leave the area? Yes. Those are the two people probably went back to their rooms. Whoa. Straight. Give. Taka dead. Me alive. Dead. Dead. Unfortunately, dead. Alive. Press the doorbell. Ding dong! After a few seconds. Oh. That's the most negative horror I've ever felt. Horror of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously, Noid took us slithered out into the hall. No, actually,
What do you want?
you said you wanted to talk to me about something? I want to talk to you about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Byakuya already told me she asked to meet with him. What? She wanted to meet with Master too? I just said two, didn't I? It's totally obvious, huh? Your hands are so small. Like, I don't even think they would cover your face. Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit, I did get the note, but I didn't go see her. I was so scared I couldn't bring myself to go. Toka Club shouldn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice to accept this fact. Is that good enough? Then I'm going back to my room. With that, Toka quickly retreated into her room. Alright. Maybe later we'll get... Jeez, all the rooms were not right to each other. GJ's account. Leon Yasuhiro. Pressing the doorbell. Ding dong. After a few seconds.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need some? Yeah, actually, I wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How did you know about that?
Could it be?
Maybe did you gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awoken? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Yeah, I'm aware of that. Ogami told me herself she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. What? When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Well, when she asked me to be with her, of course. So she went to meet her. So he went to meet her. But didn't she give you a note? Yeah, a note.
How about that?
She gave it to me in person. And you happen to mention the others, like in passing. And to be honest, it's super suspicious. So you went and met with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way! I totally didn't. Whatever you do that. Definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Ogami was when Hina got hurt and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen it since then. While I'm here, can you show me the note she gave you?
Um,
Do I still have it? Let's see. He was feeling around his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry. Looks like I don't have it anymore. Goofy smiled in his face, pulled his hands out of his pockets. When Dio saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hero's pockets. Oh, huh?
What?
Quick as the wind, Hero snatched it back up again and shoved it back to his pocket.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash.
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that I'm going to arrest him. You and me, but I never went. So if you'll excuse me, I Hero quickly stepped back into his room. Hero said it was just trash, but there's no way that was all there. Definitely had to go look at the actual crime scene again. But on top of that, you should find more about the protein can found in the rec room. This comes with the chem lab. So where should I start? Let's go to the chem lab. Makoto, did you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. What I think you meant to say was, yes, sir, I understand. Yeah, I have a finger that means, yes, sir, I This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. Should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. That's not important right now. There's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf. Careful not to step in it. There's a broken bottle in front of the shelf, but is this where the powder came from? Well, there's a label on it. Chem 4C. C4. Would you like to know something? I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out, and at a point this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have spilled.
So, in other words,
Only could have been around the time of the incident. Slow claps for Byakuya. That must really help, and that must be related to the case somehow. Sorts of the powder's been added to Dr. Bullingham. Okay. Are these footprints? And they're only in front of the left shelf. It's a crime scene as a whole. We may need to sketch out a foreplay. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
what?
Well, let's go, chop chop. Okay. So I got to learn before long I had drawn up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not the ultimate cartographer. For me.
I see.
So when you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear whoever left these put in it only had business on the leftmost shelf. When they came in, they went straight to the shelf and did whatever they had to do. That's what the footprints tell me. Wow!
I see.
These footprints.
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No?
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm the size for myself. Couldn't think of a reason not to, so I quietly did what Byakuya said. I see. Your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit these are not your footprints. Okay, if you don't like me that badly, why didn't you try to frame me for murder? That would have been interesting. Unfortunately. But with how clear these footprints are, however, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. And these footprints are a really valuable clue. Okay. What else can I... Powder. Okay. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. Should probably take a good hard look at that powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered around the foot. Yeah, we already read that. There's also remains of the broken bottle. Looks like the bottle. A little Chem C4. Also looks like some wildlife footprints in the powder. We already said this. There's new footprints over there. I went to the left side of the shelf. Yada yada yada. Or in Byakuya, the powder. spill around 10. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder, but okay, that's what I need to get the truth section. Okay. On the shelf is... One look and you can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. Poison chemicals. Can you help with like other consider the Let's see what's on this shelf. All types of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found from the camp probably came from this shelf. All the containers are A and the number, except for the very obvious poison one. So I consider part of section 8. Huh? Wait. There's one bottle here that's little Chem C9. Could someone have put it here on accident? And B. So on this shelf is a bunch of chemicals. I have no idea what they are. Probably chemistry stuff. They're reagents. Put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about chemical reaction. Okay, that's what I figured. I've lived with such ignorance for so long. I just threw my burrito foil away all the... Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What? Do you think so mathematics has no application in the real world?
That's fine.
Words of a lifelong suppose. Sit well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Right now I need to focus on the shelf. Names on the shelf labeled number B. I guess section B. Don't see anything out of the ordinary here, in which case I don't have to worry too much about this shelf. Let's try finding a moving unit. Need my burrito. It's filled with 3 sections. Section A is dietary supplements, and B is reagents, and C is lethal chemicals. So I'm missing out in the protein powder, section A. What concerns you in section A, there's a bottle labeled section C. There's a bottle of poison due from section C doing in section A. Now there's something going on there. Chem shells with a true second bullet handbook. Alright. I've already taken a good look. Maybe just take a look around the rec room. Okay. Bye, bitch. No, I want to leave. Leave the area, yes. I don't want to see Byakuya. No more. Meh. Yeah, okay.
Hey,
So, Makoto, how goes your investigation? I told Kyoko what Toko and Hiro told me.
I see.
So along with Byakuya, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. That's a little too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway,
Well, I've made some progress on my own. So, the body, the shelf of magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. There are 3 things reveal new clues. Well, take a look at them one more time. Sakura. According to Kyoko, there's still something to be discovered from Sakura's body.
just a second.
Just staring out the space isn't gonna help you figure out anything. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey,
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
whew.
There's no getting around. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown and perversely used to. Although there is sometimes... Can't believe how calm you are.
It's true.
That's totally normal. Then how can you?
So,
I imagine it's because I've had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind. She used to work at a morgue?
hey,
More importantly, here. Her shoes?
correct.
You see that yellow powder spill on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
The powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder is mandatory. Spoil your handbook.
Hey,
The next is the one on her head.
true.
Actually, that I can tell you it's odd. So let me didn't suffer a single blow, but rather receive 2 blows to the head. 2 blows?
Indeed.
Interesting when you say, and there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands are spotless. There's no absolutely no trace of blood in them. So she didn't do the movie thing where you like cough into your hand and see there's blood and you're like, oh, I'm dying.
It's true.
So that's what I've learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary had been added to true section below your handbook. Okay. Can't believe she's able to learn all that just by looking at the body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Magazine time? Kyoko said the magazine. Cool. Huh? This magazine's all. Put it back that way on exit?
Hey,
If something catches your eye, it's important to explore it in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. Picked up the Inverter magazine and flipped through it. This is on one of the pages near the center of the magazine, a word written in bold bloody letters, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
correct.
It would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So,
It's indeed a dying message. A dying message.
however,
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back a little while ago. Made sure to put it back exactly where I found it, then others who might come looking. Hey, is that... It says Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it. Then she's the killer, right? Well, Sakura didn't have... Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. It's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. I could see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes it much more suspicious. Magazine dying message has been added to the handbook. Okay. Now, the bottles. I think Hyuga said there was new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. Something new, something new.
hey,
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Be careful. Pay careful attention to it. You're sure you'll find it. Yeah, it's all chess pieces. Correlation. Hey, Kyoko, can you just tell me what it is?
so,
I don't mind guiding you toward this, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come to their own conclusions, so everyone has confidence outside. Makoto, why are you this way? It's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you to a degree, otherwise I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Agree. Monokuma bottles have been updated, true second handbooks.
Hey.
Actually, there's one other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's been bothering me. If you would, help. You don't mind helping me, right? Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get the small pieces too. Huh? You sure it's okay with me to mess with the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
I've already done it throughout the investigation, so it's fine. And I'm not not here, so
So then,
my girl. Anyway, I need to go get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. Really didn't know what this is about, but no choice to have, I just better do it. I took a broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, took a bite of burrito. Sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
Is everything ready? Then let's get to work. What kind of experiment are we doing here?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Weights of what? Piece of glass you collected, and one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. Why do you want to do that? Experiment. It'll make sense once we're done.
listen,
First, let's compare the weight of two normal Monokuma bottles. Alright. It's balanced.
in other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Makes sense. There's no shine on the other one. I guess they're trying to show the light, but then the light is still on both the bottles. There's no light on the top of the bishop piece. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same. Nothing we can really do affecting the weight.
so then,
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on one side of the scale. Now, what will make you expect to see? Well, normal assumption would be either they're balanced out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. Get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, let's give it a try. Oh. Huh? The broken pieces are heavier, so there are two bottles missing. Like I said earlier. How is that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The results of our experimentation and the correlation between each of the bottles together.
hey,
And I believe you'll arrive at one very persuasive conclusion. So what? Do you... Monokuma bottle experiment has been added to the handbook.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Update the title. Already time. The mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. That's whatever will happen in the last trial. No, it's not whatever happens. I have to make something happen. Everyone gang me up one after another. Wow, there's only 6 of us now. And then... the ultimate martial artist! Locked room murder mystery!
What?
Oh, I've only recently discovered the power of using emoticons! Like, no matter how awful something is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a picnic and you find a dead body, XD! Just putting XD next to anything is like so stupid. I mean, that's just plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reverse?
here.
No matter how great something is, if you put it on a sad face, it looks super negative.
Yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends?
What?
Hey, it does make it seem sad. How is he showing this?
I can't wait.
Now then, please get on the elevator. See you all down there. It looks like he's doing like a cheerleader thing. Like, okay, let's go. What the hell was that? I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. I'm so casual after murdering someone.
Don't be.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone. I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? What the heck? Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there can be no doubt that one of us is the culprit. Could be the 16th student that I guess Sakura in that one cutscene opened with Monokuma playing with the string and the person grayed out. The murderer, the one that killed Sakura. No. She was stronger than anyone I know, and yet someone killed her. And that person is here. The person is one of us. Bucket! So proud of myself. Okay, come on, it's time to put an end to this. Made my way towards the elevator, but with each step I took, I felt I was moving further and further away from my goal. I felt a chilling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I go through this, it never gets easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. We watched the doors close and felt it began its sinister descent. What happens if someone murders someone in the elevator? As the elevator lowered early to making sounds. It fell lower and lower. Suddenly, as always, the ride was over. Doors opened once again. Ooh. What's with the mix of Egyptian and the menorah? Just 6 of you, huh? Really? And so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all left. I wonder, will the class outram with one less person again, or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Are we ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. Deadly judgment, deadly deception, and deadly betrayal, deadly riddle, deadly defense, deadly faith, deadly class trial! Yes. Save here. Set skills. What do I have? Increase influence gauge, focus gauge. Okay. Reduces damage, okay. Yeah, that's good. Increase bullet capacity, that's also good. Increase damage taking point when a sentence is destroyed. Okay, that's also good. So, these are meh. Cost 3. I think handbook. Look report cards. I haven't. Thaka's the only one I've completed. Name. Info. A student must be studying a study. It's necessary. You even have to have everyday conversation with other students. I feel that as an autistic person. School itself might observe holidays, but there's no such thing as a vacation for a student. That's my motto. I wear it on my uniform every single day. Just has like t-shirts underneath his jacket, just show the whole thing. Sorry. Any problem you encounter can be overcome. Extra effort. That's my motto. To prove it, I'm good. To use my extra effort to prove that the average man is greater than any genius. I resolved to learn lessons of my genius grandfather and rely on only my efforts to surpass anything he ever did. Yep. Look at all our dead friends. Celeste and Sakura. Two favorites sitting next to each other. Well, Celeste is my total favorite.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
Yeah, I said that last trial
The
too.
one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah! I'd never kill someone, no way!
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Hina seems really sure that one of those three is the killer. She was for some reason believing that. Well, because they hated her after they found out she was a spy. Let's jam! How's it count?
Kill Sakura
And what reason
because you all have a motive. Hate.
is that?
That's you.
Meet up with her.
Another reason you suspect that
That was right before you died. So there's no doubt one of those three killed.
I love that word. It's good. Doesn't mean one of them did it. Shut up here.
Sakura with all three. There's no way it's suspicious. One of you guilty.
I don't deny that Tamika went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here! I never...
no, that's before. You dropped, remember? Red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Save Sakura.
No?
Totally monopolized single left in the warehouse.
In that
Only explanation.
Well, I mean... Got it from her. Gave it to me for... It doesn't...
When? When did she give it to you?
the last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
A hearsay can't be right, because Sakura would have only gotten the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. The reason I know that is when Sakura got that candy.
I got it! I'm not sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it. I mean, what I meant was Oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem?
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all! I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me!
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
You're acting incredibly suspicious!
More hostile.
It's not just normal hostility! You're the real culprit! I even have proof!
Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
What would a shining message even be?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
Sayaka.
True. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying?
Pissy.
No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know your beat, do ya?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
No, the magazine was still on the
But
rack.
if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Huh? Hold on. When Kyoko found the magazine, it was on the magazine shelf.
Kyoko, you found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we started the investigation.
If that's true, Hiro just said
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
Nah. Definitely something strange about it. Kyoko found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, clearly doctors were here. Told us. Oh boy.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
First on the body, at a time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found
do I have to
the
absorb
dying
what,
message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. I pulled it out. I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found the when Ogre's body was discovered.
Oh, come on.
And I can tell you when I found the
Color
dying
of television.
message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
That time, where was the magazine?
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Come
and I
on.
can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Okay. Sorry. Gotta focus.
I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay.
Shoot!
Yeah, you did.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
I I can tell you when I found it was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
That was probably
When
it.
I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
As long as I don't mess it up. Found the body at that time. Where's the mag? Oh, okay. That was the
I can tell you
hint.
exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
No, that's wrong.
When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it. After we begun the investigation, you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. It doesn't matter when I saw it. All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
Can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Her hands were clean.
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
You just lied to us a whole bunch, Hiro, without a doubt. No, I actually do doubt. No way Sakura wrote that message. What am I doing? Moment of truth. Oh no.
Show me the proof. He's 100% right. Bolt is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 50% right. The occult is bullcrap. The end is nigh! I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. The end is nigh! Can't hear you, can't hear you! Show me the proof.
Final strike!
Show me the proof.
This should prove it.
Young Kyoko examined the body. There was no blood on her hands.
I'm completely unconvinced that Sakura wrote that dying message. If you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. Her hand was free of blood.
Say what?
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note. What a fool.
And when I got there...
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I asked a couple of people to meet as well. Okay. Would you like a piece of candy? It might give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
And that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
I'm going to end it today. I'm going to end everything.
As soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Kuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it I hit her behind before she had any idea what was happening. Went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I put myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed. So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy. It's death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
So what is it story to make sense? What could he have done after writing Toko's body didn't make sense? Why the magazine was hidden?
I got it! That's true. Everything just... It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it? The time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh! Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then, he's not lying?
He's telling the truth. Someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
Because there are prints in the locker.
Then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Like them, there's only one choice. It's Toko.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was on it?
Is he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Why would I have faith? But more important, doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
I don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
Yeah, I guess.
So, what do you want me to do?
What did she just say, my dude?
Just tell us what happened one more time, when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see but okay.
Stacy, you're a killer. Prove that. Oh no. The status of Sakura's body. Here's the examination summary.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before he could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once. Is that right?
Yeah, just once. After the first swing, the bottle shattered.
Is it the just once
And
part?
She went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious?
Hiro really is the killer!
Hiro hit Sakura, that's not where the case ends. There's something that proves the wounds on her head. Yeah.
I didn't want to, but
I grabbed him on a
and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once.
Yeah, just once.
No, that's wrong.
That's what doesn't make sense.
If Sakura died from Hiro's blow, that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Huh? 2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
This piece of glass weighed more than just one.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about those bottles.
there's a bear in the middle of them.
Once you understand that point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used.
2 are missing.
Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf.
And there
right?
were 6.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 are missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
'Cause I saw it before.
If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
They all had chess pieces. Correlation between Monokuma bottles starting to become clear. Connection must be the object Monokuma was each holding. Oh, I gotta spell this. Hangman's Gambit. Give me a C. I don't need these, I need a S. Yes, give me that S. Nope. Give me a P. Yeah!
Now I understand.
Now I get it.
That's it. The chess pieces. Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of them.
Good job, yeah.
The piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
Queen is missing.
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn. Just those 4. And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
Thank you, Aoi.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while 1 apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Were you not listening?
Yeah, Shogi is way better.
Stop.
Yeah! Wait, no, that's not what I mean. So, let's say a bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case.
Since the wounds were similar,
That
there is.
bottle could have disappeared before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, and the missing that missing bottle was broken.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken.
What makes you so sure?
The experiment with it.
The scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just 1 broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
Let's just see what broke about. The evidence proves that is. You could have figured it out before. It's an experiment.
I got it! Earlier, Kyoko and I did a little experiment. We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. What we found, the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than 1 bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There can be no doubt the second Monokuma bottle is involved in this case. Must have been used by some bowling aficionados.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
Fumi was actually kind of shorter than Makoto. Then again, I don't know if that counts the hair.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko? And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
You delivered the last blow, so that technically would have made you the killer.
Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her.
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
Really? You lied to us a whole bunch in the beginning.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in.
That's why he attacked, because he didn't see where Toko was.
But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
And you just now decided to share that with us?
After the shock of thinking all about
someone tighten the screws on his brain. I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
Oh wait, there might actually be a reason why she doesn't remember it, because it may have been Genocide Jack that did it because of how dusty that locker was.
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
Yeah, the locker.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
No, it's not ridiculous at all. I proved that Toko was hiding in the rec room. I have it, and she was left it there for anyone to find. New admin. Oh goodness. Yeah, what is it? Death mouse. Now on, you're gonna have to pay a little extra attention to your next bow. You have to choose the proper truth bullets to use during your coup de grace. Selected the way Kumiki or simply press down or use nor using vodka. I think that's a typo. Also, like to bet your logic set the kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. For educational purposes, you're going to pretend like you said to me regardless, okay? Just this once. Oh, by the way, you're about halfway through the game now. Go you. Good luck and have fun. Alright.
It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough! I admit nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough! It's a lie! I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. That's enough!
This should prove it.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a different drawing or not.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does his handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything, right?
Yeah!
Stop thinking on us. Just tell the truth.
We're all gonna die. It's not just your time.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
So did you.
Then you killed Sakura!
I swear!
Out with it.
Probably did.
Up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on.
Is anyone really that much taller? Okay.
So I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me. When I saw all that blood, I fainted right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Her? You mean...
Haha, guess who's back? It's not your fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights!
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see...
that...
splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took you by surprise. I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you. You terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
You haven't done that yet. You might want to hurry.
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
No, please drag him into it.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Because normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack, no problem!
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's... you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed... so that's good.
Don't start calling her by name. I'm going to actually strangle you. So that's good. Keep talking and he's gonna...
That's... Let's start the vote!
Huh? I thought for sure you'd have some words for Hiro on that one.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this!
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd? Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
Yeah, no comment of her vomiting blood. That wasn't...
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
You're a part of them!
Your wish is my command, darling!
Not over yet, is it? What Kill Sakura is... the yellow powder, size of Sakura's body. Okay.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw over in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
Where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up! I killed her there in front of the shelf!
Okay. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I want to stab you seriously, adorable face-off.
Shoot!
Anything more about it must be a contradiction in there somewhere.
I was just sleeping peacefully, and all of a sudden Sakura was
Oh,
right
I
there
guess
in
it was
front of me.
the status of
I
Sakura's
remember
body
waking up
since she
right
was
in
sitting
front
down.
of the magazine shelf.
You were taken by surprise when you...
You smashed her head.
You got it!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
No, that's wrong!
I'm shaking a bunch of pop tabs in a bottle.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair. If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
Hey, finally! It was there from the beginning!
Just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the scene should think the same way.
This has to be it. The evidence that proves the attack was in front of the magazine shelf. There was blood. Yeah.
I got it!
Unless she just coughed blood
Sakura
there.
was definitely attacked in front of the shelf. The blood stain by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
I don't think she could have lifted Sakura's body.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors. There's no way I can muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door?
No.
And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Reason there's no way Sakura's in hiding in locker cause saw it for myself.
Got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside. And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously, Toko could have been hiding in there.
She hid.
Not anywhere in the room.
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? Killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much.
No face. Thank you.
You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
But if Genocide Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Thank you.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Think something so important. There's another possibility. Maybe it's Poisson? Because we found the container on the wrong shelf. Look at all our dead friends.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Come on, Bono, don't climb up now.
Shoot!
I lost the thing. Oh no.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
Place my final clue. Have to be what's written in there.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
No,
No,
it's wrong.
it's wrong. According to the Monotone file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
Sorry, I'm writing
If
down
that's
something.
all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood. Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then later.
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely, Sakura was poisoned.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees! She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
I want your scissors.
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? Then I would have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Oh, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where did you find it?
The shelf is divided into 3 sections, A, B, and C. A, dietary supplements, in B, reagents, and in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Ballast poison to check show. Try to know where you got it. It's on the same shelf as supplements and positive. Section A.
The poison was actually in Section A, wasn't it?
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprit switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
Yay! Couldn't believe my eyes. Bianca put the bottle of poison to his lips and...
Master!
I'm also shocked what we see, what we can do, stand there and watch. But the most natural thing in the world, Bianca was calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water. You can't just swallow powder. It'll stick to your throat.
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
Why?
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality about this stuff?
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure.
Bianca took the bottle and scraped out the bits of contact from one finger. Stretched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
Oh, did it get switched from a protein bottle to... The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder, which would mean conversely the poison must have been, what could it be? Do I have to spell again? Protein drink. Oh wait, it was E. Give me an N. Oh no, I need an I. What are you doing? Stop swirling.
Now I understand. The poison, protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at scene. Protein drink.
I got it!
That was a can we found.
You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
I do remember Oak saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
Because of the footprints.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
Unless somebody sneezed. Evidence just showed who switched them. It had to be what I found in front of the shelf. Those are footprints. Hey, footprints.
I got it!
Wonder if it shows up differently depending on what you find first.
In front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point. They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected. What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind.
But how could they have gotten the poison if there were no footprints in C and the bottle was spilled?
And given how clear the prints they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Knowing.
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Hero?
Yep. I did it. I killed Sakura.
Just as I suspected. The footprint, there was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
The only people who wear Kodo and Hina, and that's why you check my shoes.
Me and he the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
These footprints must be... Kodo, are they yours? No? Okay then, let me see your shoes and I'll confirm their size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You're in an awful to get to vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
So are you and Sakuya?
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her. She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of us. I have to say, Hina, coming from you, this was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right?
But there were no footprints in front of the poison thing.
That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
There were no footprints in front of the poison.
And then she downed it all at once. And then...
Hold it! I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here. What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them. Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves. Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism, but there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
Well... that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
You're not as smart as you think you are!
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Just because you hate her because she bitch slapped you doesn't mean that you're right.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Yeah, that's just what it was. What can I do?
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
Hina, please. I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit. There's nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Hina, start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
Okay.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with protein powder back on the wrong shelf. And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. Then moved to Section A to get the protein, right? Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, that isn't a little strange. There are no footprints from Section D, Section A.
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long till you're satisfied?
Till I see you dead. How long? Until we figure it out. I figure out the full truth of this case! Make your argument. Footprints in the powder.
First I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
Okay.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yes.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle
Okay, and then?
from section C
To section A. No, that's wrong. You said you went to get the poison in section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from section C to section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from section C to section A.
It was just moving from the room to out of the room.
That
of
contradicts
section
what
C.
you just said.
What?
Then maybe she went in some weird direction on purpose to disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
Do we really have to read this out? I was just nervous. I didn't notice I left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Well,
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to section A. I went to section C. Whatever you did there, section A.
well,
What the hell? What's going on here?
You're not as smart as you think you are.
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to get some new evidence.
New evidence? Impossible. There can't be.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Eat shit, Byakuya.
Just say it already. What is it you think you found?
I found this.
A piece of glass.
It had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder. I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
Shard of glass, light blue glass from poison. I think I remember it now. I broke something shaded in the rec room window.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just that. So that must be it.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question. How did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
what's so strange about that?
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was the bottle of poison that should have been when I broke the rec room window? According to what Hina told us, should have been on shelf C. Sure about that? Okay, it's shelf A, my bad.
what's strange is
And,
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
okay. I love you, Mom. I know. Bottle of poison on the shelf.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Wait, I didn't pay attention.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
Are you sure? Are you sure, smart boy?
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked. But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked?
Because glass was underneath it. Can you not see that, even with the glasses?
We already know she was given the protein can with the poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can. After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Because we didn't use the protein can to bust open the door.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Because she's better than you! The reason she can say that is because there's evidence to prove that someone brought the protein can after the rec room was open. Empty protein drink.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
No. No, that's impossible. It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be.
It was in there before
The rec room was unlocked.
Are you sure about that, smart boy?
You remember how broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can. We also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it,
That would explain the can off of the glass.
You asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything, hasn't it? As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
if that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
That's what Aoi told us.
No, that's not the only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other possibility is there?
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was?
Yup.
Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
That's the first apology we get out of you. Now we just need a couple dozen more.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing. We need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina. So it wasn't her switch. The footprints weren't her switching it. They were just
it was
her.
Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
I got it!
Oh.
I think It was Sakura herself.
Oh, right, she had the powder on her foot.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself? What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
Why would you lie like that, Hina? No, it's not a lie. Sakura definitely went to Section C. Kyoko already showed me evidence I need, and I just need to hit Hina with and make her accept it. Oh boy. Here we go again.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you!
Here we go.
Do you have any kind of proof Sakura took
This should prove it.
Yeah. The powder on her foot.
Did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab.
Oh, she went to go eat food.
That powder was yellow, wasn't it?
Yes. Or is this where we find out Makoto's colorblind? Well, depending on the colorblind he was, it would be that the thing was, the line might have been, the bottle's label might have been grayish to him.
So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
Yeah.
And it was an instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep.
Because it is powder.
Is there any problem with my...
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, didn't kill her.
And they killed Sakura. What connect her on the poison, Mr. Sakura is only one way to explain it. I hate this case.
Here's my answer. The one who killed was Sakura herself.
Sorry for anyone watching. I couldn't put up a trigger warning because it would spoil things.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room, and she drank it. All so she could end her own life. And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
Because of course, Sakura wanted to create the locked room.
I got it! The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, we grabbed the bottle and stuck it in.
It's like a heart thing from Sakura to Junko talking to Sayaka.
And that was you, wasn't it, Hina? We found the body. You stayed right there near the door. Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to... And Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to get the others on Shaky Leg Rec Room.
Said you were going to go get everyone else. Real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it? Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got... It's been killed, I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body. The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence.
He consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
No! No! I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right.
We still gotta make a comic book.
We have to end this properly.
Sorry. Alright, I'm gonna have to just her. Sakura went to go talk to her back here and what I hate the mark he has. I'll put some stuff that right. Okay, more this, that. What was in the Monokuma bottle here at Sakura with? It was the... Oh, this one has, like, the king or something. Yeah. What did Hiro do to try to cover murder he thought he committed? Or hold on, since he already had it. Yeah. Then we saw it at that point Toko, who's in the locker. What'd she do with the magazine that had her name written on it? Okay. And then the Queen one got shattered. Thanks. Sorry. Woke up, would actually kill Sakura. Chemical. Wait, the thing said she had no poison on her hands unless she wiped it off. Alright, came in. Then Hina. There was something on the floor near Sakura's body that someone grabbed. And then
Here's exactly what happened. This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet her in the rec room. Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others. Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else, and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
He looks really menacing like that.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked.
Oh, maybe he thought the candy was poison or something.
Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name.
Surprised he didn't write Byakuya's
Toka.
name.
By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her.
Then again, if he did, Toko would have probably done the same. Toko and either her or Genesai Joe would have done the same thing.
But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear,
Sorry about that.
she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others. In her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She all blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted. This caused her personality Genocide Jack.
This caused Genocide Jack to front.
When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura, and she freaked out. Girl grabbed another. This flame Sakura really was dead this time. She set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those two blows, she was still alive. So then, what was Sakura's actual cause of death?
Oh, is that a liquid?
It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She was a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
So why is Raid out? She's not the real murderer.
And that same someone quietly snatched poison from off the ground. Nobody replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort was you, Hina.
Okay.
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact. Isn't that right?
That's what happened? But, Makoto, how did you manage to...
Cause he knows more than you, Dick.
How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Cause you ain't that smart!
Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized?
You
don't talk and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated.
We don't have the same views, you dick.
That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case. See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
I love that the final shot is just his dickish face. Okay, those coins.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point.
So now what?
Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You seriously forgot?
Yes, because your voice wasn't there.
I can feel my energy draining out of me. Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it. Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
There's some Monokuma option. I don't think I noticed that ever.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. But there's still one thing I don't understand.
Come on.
Hina, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of us.
What are you thinking?
And yet why would you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. What? I mean, the reason Sakura died is because you all pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. That's why.
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't have let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean? You were going to take us all with you? We have to atone for her sins. Because everyone, even me, killed her. You all have to pay for her crimes.
What?
For serious? That's...
What is
You
this?
still don't understand? Let me explain. You don't realize how much despair Sakura was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of waiting to be killed, I'll just do it by my own hand. That's Sakura's suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genesect Jacket attacked me. Sakura got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... No, don't worry about me, I'm fine. I don't care if I suffer for this, it's my fault after all. But you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me,
Give this!
my closest friend got hurt. Sakura, because of me, my friends are all going to kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Sakura thought he was responsible. They were her fault. Which is why she wanted to find someone to meet with. So she asked to meet with them. Huh? You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Don't you see how dangerous that is? Don't worry. I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. They're all gonna gang up with you at once, even you.
Hina,
Please, don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
they're friends.
Sakura. She clearly believed. She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked her into all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings. You did the unthinkable. No, it was just...
What are you saying?
Don't just stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and yet you wouldn't listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you
Won't forgive forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just waiting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far.
Huh?
Sakura, what happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Wait right here, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
Huh? I'm glad I got to meet you. What's wrong, Sakura? Why are you doing that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
A favor?
Some protein.
I'd like some protein. Could I ask you to... Yeah, you got it. Just hang on. I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. When I went to the chem lab to get the protein, she asked for the powder. That's when I realized. I saw that something from the shell. Poison shell, Sakura. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. By the time I got there, it was already too late. Sakura!
Please!
Let me in. Please open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did you have to die? She got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That was her that's weakness. That's normal. And yet...
Why?
I tried to protect her. I suffered for it. And that just added to the weight. I didn't realize it. We all killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and we murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to avoid the class trial. Sakura died hating us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do it. I couldn't face her after this.
Hey!
I'm sorry to interrupt when you're about to deliver the final tearjerker, but...
Hey!
Taking so long! I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what Sakura actually is thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say? Everything you just said was nothing but your own interpretation, right? Your own opinion of what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, because her and me...
In other words...
I know what I'm really trying to say is...
Yes, indeed!
Don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? What if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What's that?
Of course!
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Sakura's suicide note. What? But he'd already... Oh, I wrote that one. That was all me, baby. Why would you... You're just... I want to punch you.
It's
true. One was... This is the one scene Sakura dressed Hina and put in her room. Then... You lied to me?
unbelievable.
Oh, don't say lie. That sounds so dirty. I just thought I'd liven things up a bit.
Well now.
I can't help it if you took my little scribbles as face value. Who would think of a forged suicide? This isn't Heather's. It didn't even have a sign. You filthy little...
Damn it!
I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything.
Poom.
Did I falsify a... affect the outcome of a class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You're the ones jerking each other around. Heck, even if the had factored in, it still would have been between you guys. So what's the problem? It's a production process. Okay, and scene cut.
And?
Well then, what did she write in her real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. In your benefit, I shall read it using my melodic, angelic, harmonic narrator voice.
Hey!
But you know, haven't you ever been curious about the whole suicide note thing? Who came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place?
But hold on.
Isn't it just unfortunate? Killing yourself is so final, you know. You can't ever hear the rest of their story. The truth is lost in darkness. Gives me the willies.
Enough already.
Could you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, jeez. Talk about a buzzkill. Alright, here we go. My good friend Hina, there is something I have to tell you. I hate to do it. This is my final wish.
As you know, I'm giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in the strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
See, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You ruins of a dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch. So even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. Because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind is nothing less than murder.
That until the first murder happened, nothing would move forward. And what I was expecting was the incident involving Sakura. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off to wait until we released another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you, as I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying to desperately stay alive, I saw the weakness in my own heart, made the mistake of succumbing. And more than anything,
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
That's how I came to feel. So that's why Sakura.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Of course, it's because I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to y'all and directly led to all of you hating her for it. Ironic, is it? Or maybe it's oxymoronic, or just moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I am perfectly willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make.
This atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
But unfortunately, that's not enough. This with just me accepting your hatred.
My having an effect on more people than just me.
That was badass. I know you felt bad, but that was still badass.
Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
My betrayal brought on suspicion and disharmony. The mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate to someone murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control. To fulfill that obligation, I had to do what the mastermind has commanded. I will do as told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my dojo will be safe, and above all else, none of you will have to kill anyone. When I die, the rest of the conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I am willing to give up my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning.
Sakura!
Whatever you think of me, please know that you are all my most treasured friends.
I have never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then Sakura didn't feel cornered? She didn't die hating us?
No way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting to protect us?
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong, too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. To sacrifice so much, no normal person would do that.
However,
it was her only limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you would try to stop me. And I'm really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plans, if I can keep you from killing each other, then that's enough for me. This is the path I have chosen. This is the way I have left to distinguish myself. And you can use this note to bring the class trial a quick end. I'm sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I'll leave the rest to you. Please talk to Byakuya, Toko, and Hiro on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm still alive, and I wanted to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though I hope to show myself through actions, not words. Hopefully then they'll see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help it. Hina, whatever it takes, survive without else. Or what?
But
This is... She felt not at all. I thought we were close and still...
What are you gonna do?
But in your end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Uh-oh.
She told you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but y'all doing it anyways. Thanks to you, our death had no purpose at all. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the bad. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now the next victim decided. What do you mean my next victim? Like anyone? First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with that suicide note. Plus, Sakura's death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember we're not enemies that hate each other.
No?
Damn straight. Because we misplaced hatred.
Well?
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. Nope. But you can blame Hina either.
Ooh.
Whether or not there was a spy, there was a spy never really matters because the one we need to shoot, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
The heck? This is not how it's supposed to go. Anyway, are you sure about that? The skilling game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Ah, lovely Byakuya, you don't understand, eh? You understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There's no doubt that those are the rules, which is why I'm bowing out of the game. Wow, you're actually making a good decision! Congratulations!
Huh?
Both willing to... Why am I doing Sakura's voice? Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear others have the game.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no point in participating in a game that has lost sense of excitement, and I take it back. Which is why I'm no longer participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? Now I have only one thing to look forward to.
It's all clear now.
And that's heap met upon the one who thinks they can control me. Byakuya, does that mean? I'll misunderstand. I've been moved by some thought of sentimentalism. Wherever master goes, I go, and if the mastermind turns out to be a guy, everyone?
Hey.
Well, now can you say that Sakura's death had no meaning? How boring. Nothing good could come out of this. I'm still gonna be one having a little fun time.
What the heck?
The fun time? Anyway, let's forget about that good for nothing. Get back on track.
You want me to punish you guys?
It's not punishment time!
What?
But Sakura is technically the killer, right? And she's dead! You're not gonna...
But...
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh heavens no, just because the Blacken is dead doesn't mean I can just up in any old I want. Didn't I tell you I'm very particular about the bare time rule?
Listen up!
I spent so much time preparing the special punishment to be ashamed for the dog go to waste.
Yahoo!
So for my special husband, I prepared a special guest.
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
Oh no. Oh! I knew this was coming and it still hurts. Explains why Chihiro was on the art for the chapter. That was a big buff Monokuma. No. No. Excavator Destroyer. That's what those are called. Oh. Wait, how'd that get crushed into the ball? Dude, just put like a stamp on it. God. That's gotta hurt. Not for program, honestly, but for us. You suck, man! You turned him into a mangled hunk of junk! Phew, that really took it out of me. Maybe I'll go grill up a plate of chicken. After all, they say roast workout club and chicken's where it's at. All about that grilled goodness. Fried boil, give me a break. The color, the smell, the succulence, grilled is where it's at.
So,
I realize how dangerous it could be, but still I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still,
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. I think you might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay.
I'm gonna do my best.
If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Alter Ego's words raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to raw anger. Anger turned into fury, black, muddy, boiling over. It bubbled in my body, quickly flowing and shooting out of my mouth. How dare you! That was my friend! How dare you kill him!
What's the matter?
Oh, you're friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up! It wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend! You killed him! You come when the soul dwelleth on things. You can call it whatever you want. Bottom line is, I get if I know things all sneaky.
Just as I thought.
So you finally noticed him.
Actually,
Finally? No, I knew about that from the very beginning. It doesn't help that in the trial Alter Ego, I knew Chihiro was doing something with the laptop. I knew you were I knew exactly how it was going to play out from the start.
What are you thinking?
You knew, and yet you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge.
Yeah.
In today on laptop, it was, I guess, called a gift from me to you.
phew.
Or maybe more like a reward in honor of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
Of course, I didn't care if you but sneaking onto the network is just too for me.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep that. I want to work out Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help at the risk of his own life, and for that he was killed. Yeah, punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
Very nice.
Experiencing a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember how every lower. I'm so sorry. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everybody who's died survived deaths, and each and every one of them will make us stronger. Sort of one day, you will not be unreasonably upset.
Well,
Okay, time to bring things so close. Oh, before that, I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript?
yep.
Do I have your attention now? Well, here we go.
Hello.
Prepare the One other thing, there's something I'd like to tell the others. Hopefully What?
Hina.
I've spoken with the Mastermind on and off the whole time I've been here, so I've learned one thing, which is the Mastermind has done something to us. I think what they're done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one. Another word, it would have been hip deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the spy, so dismissed for today. Stop the important part. It makes your brain rumble and tumble. It makes you so mad you don't even freaking know, huh?
You guys.
That's the whole point. Stupid. Now get back out with your hardening resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's no. Like I'd ever let any greaseballs have it. But
Too bad.
he sucks for you, loser. Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's something on the last line of the note. Just say this to the Mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, you bastard. Or what? That's seriously it. Wow, what a stubborn loser, huh? She won't lay down and die? She'll fight you? Yeah, whatever. Who cares what the dead musclehead has to say?
Well.
I'm out of here. You guys should go and try to get some rest, huh, Take some time to reconsider how you approach this school life of yours. Are you sure you don't want to graduate? Can you really cut free of your regrets from the outside world? Think about that, think love. That was before disappearing. What was all that about? Sakura's final message. Her last clue to help us on the mystery at the school. The Mastermind did something to us? Kyoko said something like that before, didn't she? It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who?
What?
Hey.
What did you do? I did something to our body. The Mastermind do to us. So, I mean, didn't Did a mastermind plan a bomb in us or something? And if we try to leave the school, the sensor goes off and the bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, so it's not totally unheard of. And in the Belko experiment. No, like that.
Yep.
No, we.
Yes.
What else there is? What else is there other than that? Oh yeah. Okay, let's get. I must still feel responsible. Dial that ego back a bit, girl. Kind of miss someone you could pose as absolutely no threat.
Not possible.
Whatever kind of challenge you did lose in the trial, though. Don't think I forgot. You talk. Nor Makoto are the ones who figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times do you plan to apologize? How about you make that the last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone apologizing to me more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try.
Huh?
Uh-huh. I totally wasn't normal, right? Did she just capture his flag?
No, 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 no!
Someone who would willing to disturb the romance with me.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening here.
You say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right! I called you a sleazeball because that's what you are! Sleazeball!
I see.
Apparently you still have a death wish. More biting sarcasm. It's no wonder you don't have any friends, too.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master! You me jealous. I want the abuse. Give and take me. It's not so easy to act. Everyone act like friends. That's just how it is. So, and we returned to the world of Hope's Peak Academy. The story wasn't even close to over. Time kept marching on. We all went back to our rooms, and not before long, night snuck up upon us. Dong, bang, bong.
School now. 10 p.m.
You're right.
As such, it's officially time.
It's 6 after 10.
Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that is strictly prohibited.
Son of my ear.
Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bug bite.
Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it, down to sleep. Couldn't remember the last thing I'd fallen into such deep sleep. Oh, couldn't remember the last time I'd fallen in such deep sleep. But the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. What? Keep up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from a deep slumber into hazy, half-conscious. My eyelids were like lead.
Kyoko? Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
Flash, I was awake. I thought someone else said, wait, what? What are you doing here?
It's true.
I'm here to wake you up. Time unknown. Oh, I see. Oh, my door! It was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious? Always. And you don't have to overact every time you're surprised. What time is it?
Correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Why is Kyoko waking me up at this hour? What's up? It's not midnight. It's so late. What happened?
Makoto.
I have a favor I need to ask. What's your favor?
So...
Remember when Sakura said at the end of her note, I'm not going to just lay down and die, I will fight you? I want to find out what she meant by that. Okay, but how do you plan to do that? Then Kyoko put her lips up to my ear and whispered, "Whoop." The data floor. What?
Goodbye.
I'll meet you there. The words forgotten. What words reverberated through my half-dazed head? The data center? But I thought it was locked. Well... Can I not travel there? I guess I had to walk, okay. Leave the area? Yeah. It went to after hours school, so I had a data center up to the 4th floor. Okay, it just takes me there. That's good. Eventually I wound up at the data center when I arrived here. It's weird touching me. They found a way inside. My house. It didn't open. Tried again, but must be locked. What was it Kyoko said? Data center on the 4th floor?
What's this?
Oh-ho! What are you doing up, mister? Good.
Damn it!
Breaking into a locked room is extremely prohibited, don't you know? Oh, you're trying to tell me you didn't bust in yet, right? But
Hey!
I can see you don't waste my time telling me crap I can see for myself.
Unbelievable.
It looked like you could break in any second, though I thought I'd give you a friendly reminder. Are you gonna try to tell me you were sleepwalking or something? No, nothing like that. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, for crying out loud. Even I get tired, you know? Stop being weird and go back to bed. What's wrong now?
Just a second.
Why are you out here making a racket? Kyoko?
You too? You guys?
Whatever, you two get to bed. I'm exhausted from the class trial.
It's true.
Sure, you got it. Come on, Makoto, let's head back. What?
Hey,
Didn't you hear me? We're leaving. I have no idea what's going on anymore. I try to make up something, but sleepy.
shall we go?
Don't worry. Okay. Yeah, go on, get out of here. Shoot! And then...
Goodbye.
So goodbye. Hold on! Listen, what was all that about just now? She woke me up, made me go to the data center, which happened to be locked. Then she shows up late and leaves all that.
Whew.
Don't worry about it. I figured that'd be the end of our conversation like always, but...
Goodbye.
And good night. Sure. And then that was over. As it turned to leave...
Mukuro Ikusaba.
Ooh. It's me once again whispering into my ear.
Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Ooh. Chapter 4, All-Star Apologies. The end. Oh? To be continued. We might go for a little bit longer, depends on where the story takes us. All I don't want this! 4 by Gore.
Mukuro Ikusaba. Mukuro Ikusaba. The 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko told me to watch out for her, Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we faced another murder. Oh! 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. What is it showing me now? 100-mile dash, pain of a fast food junkie. Kyoko, what have you done? Meantime, Dad took Sakura's class trial in the morning in the dining hall. So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation.
Huh?
Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world from them.
Huh?
Hey, Toko, you're pretty quiet. Ignoring that, you're just gonna sit... Mushroom. You're just gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. I told her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission.
Huh?
What? But she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Gee, how low is that rock you're hiding under?
Whew.
Oh, I gave the wrong voice. I believe this small talk I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. But now that it's finished, I will not allow you to drag me to your level. So we're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouth and start moving your legs. Pursued by another obviously irritated Byakuya, we begin our exploration. Let's go. Alright. So, is it this place that's opened up now or not? There's a second floor up here, I believe. Nope, not that one. I kinda went all around for no reason. Let's just fast. Let's forward. And do some more. Where is it? Where is it? Give me the thing I desire. Yes. Give me the store. Let's see what we can get. I'm going to use energy drinks. Okay. Would you like to try your hand against the almighty Mana machine? Alright, let's give it a shot. Six. I got a T. I got cheers. I got some kind of clamp. I got max gloves. I got a fun plane. Oh, I gave that Sakura one of the first times I met. Got a ray gun. Got a thong. I got... What were the other scissors then? Okay, there's a reason I'm doing 7. What is that? Oh? Lucky! Got a rock. It's around that time of the year. Kids get rocks sometimes. I got a black croissant. Okay. Lucky! Got another rock. That's good. Got a coffee. I don't know. This looks like a thing though. Got a cat and dog magazine. And that's it. I should probably get going. Yeah. Leave there. Yeah. Okay. Map. Yeah. Go up to the 5th floor. This way. So here I am, 5th floor, Host Peak Academy. 5th floor has been opened up to us. It's totally different from all the other I've seen up till now. For some reason this feels unpleasant. Room? Looks like this said 5A. Yeah, it did. What's with all the nighttime cigarettes? No more stuff. He's so dirty. What am I looking at? This is where a window in a normal classroom would be. A huge metal plates mounted over it, metal sheets. I'm so sick of this. No, I'm sick of this. Okay, is this the music room? It just says a violin. No matter where, surveillance cameras following us, watching every move. I mean, they're absolutely everywhere. Ways. At least there's so many cameras anyway. Boop. I'm sure I can look at the clock and see what time it is, but what's the point? It's one of those monitors Monokuma appears on. It seems pretty useless when he's not on it. Actually, no, it's totally useless no matter what. Alright. Just got one nice coin. I guess it doesn't work when you're outside. This one's zebra print.
Aha, come catch me if you can. Wait up, I'm gonna punish you.
Bro. I love how they drew Kyoko. This is where a window would be, and there's a metal plate here, metal plate over there. Camera. Look at me. There's one monitor my computer, so it seems pretty useless when he's not on it. Actually, no, it's totally useless no matter what. Nice! Guess there's no point in talking to Toko since Byakuya told her to shut it. Oh. What is this? Don't tell me it's a dojo. Oh. What is it? Your reach is pretty far away, gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Nice! You know this room's totally enclosed, a cherry plant tree. Boss, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's full of blue.
Hey.
It's quite elegant. That's what you consider elegant?
Indeed.
I've lived overseas for a while, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. Considering our situation, isn't it kind of out of place? Yeah, it's the living thing inside. That's pretty out of place anywhere. Suit of armor on display, it's extremely Japanese. It's samurai armor. What is with this plant? That's like half cropped out. And another monitor. And the monitors. Yeah. It's another tree. Even though this room's totally enclosed, the cherry plant shoots full moon. It's quite elegant. Okay, we had this conversation before. What's up here? What's up here? What's the camera? Everyone around around spins cameras and absolutely everywhere. Having this place with so many cameras anyway. What's this? It's a straw post used for sword practice. They use it for training here too. Nice. And then there are the lockers. Why is only one highlighted? There are a bunch of wooden lockers here. Wooden lockers and keys would remind me of super old school public bathhouses. Not bad. I don't think I've seen everything there is to see. Really? Is there something on the floor? Or do I have to actually talk to Kyoko? Okay, I might have to talk to her about what happened last night. What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean? We just saw this.
Yukiro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Kyoko? I'm not gonna say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Oh, the cameras. Her gaze darted up towards the surveillance cameras.
Hey.
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me whatever it is. It was important. Mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on that information that could be that important?
So then...
We're finished here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. Just like usual, I didn't understand anything better than before. She used this as a distraction. She was digging through stuff again. What is in here? Oh, it's the big old room. Eh. there's something behind you. Some kind of control panel near the wall. Does it control air conditioning or something? Bzzz. It's for the sprinklers! Sprinklers? Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. Sprinklers tend to go out every morning and dirty. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the sun panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you want to. So it means sprinklers go off at 7 a.m. every morning. Yeah, but yeah, it's super user-friendly, which sucks. You get here too early, you'll get drenched, so watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running around through sprinklers anyway. Or do you have some kind of water fetish? Stop. Okay, whatever. When the Monokuma appears on, yada yada yada. Actually, totally useless no matter what, yeah. Let me see what's in here. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? Look inside. Look at the chickens! This place even has chickens, huh? Just regular chickens, right? Like, they don't eat people, or like bombs set eggs, something crazy like that. It seems safe. Look at them all! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's chicken. Not gonna lay a bomb, is it? It's chicken. It's not expected to be fed like humans, is it? It's chicken. It is really. It really is, right? Like, I could say that for sure. It's chicken. They sound like roosters, Makoto. It's really alive, right? There's no mistake? It's chicken. Doesn't have like a second form, right? Step away from chicken coop? Yeah. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah. I love these little guys. Seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly? 5. You know the number comes after 4 before 6, right? At least in terms of natural numbers. Hero? Anyway, when number 5 pops up, it's good omen. Contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30% right.
And it's a number of power, refreshing number on par with hand squeezed all natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. Alright, what else? Big old stinking flower. What is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. It's this thing.
Watch out!
Watch out! What? That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and go for some real excitement. Your heart's full like whoa, and the place is like and your flesh is all like blah, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do it myself. A student at Hope's Peak added improvement after improvement created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore, they died during the tragedy.
Actually...
By the way, despite how it looks, the flower is super practical. You can eat papers, plastic, even people, so it's good for the environment.
Well done.
Such eco-friendly creation is vital for the future. Your growth of the healthy society. Not that I know anything like that myself. Sprouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance. Nice! This could kill me! Alright, what else? Monitor. Or no, it's camera. There's surveillance camera everywhere. Yeah, you go. So look here. Just be sure to go take a look at the tool shed. See what's in here. Listing totally disorganized. Some lawnmower, fertilizer farm, tools, and flower pots. So you need a pickaxe. Let's look at the pickaxe. Crazy Diamond. That's Mondo's gang. Crazy Diamond? I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. Really? You have the jacket! Bags, fertilizer, piled out. There's so many different kinds to choose from. Or just one. Just one over and over again. There are different types of gardening tools here, and they are trying to get us to become self-sufficient. No, the ultimate botanist used to be here, so of course they would have this stuff. Monokuma. Over here. Well, this is actually gonna go on. Nice! Flower pots. So many flower pots. Big ones, small, any size you might need. Maybe grow some flowers and put in my room. That'd be nice. Your tool shed? Yeah. Have I looked at everything? I think first I thought I saw blue skies, but it turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling.
You know?
But the plants are real. It's been a while since I smelled vegetation. It helps me relax. Hero.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Do you smoke weed? Hey, there's no shame in admitting it, bro. Huh? Why is that bad? Oh, you don't get it, and you don't know it's the true horror of plant life? It's just beneath the surface. Neither comics sure you're always watching and waiting. They're just in charge of the earth anymore.
The end is nigh!
They'll put their global plan they'll put their plan in global human extinction into action. I think we're doing that ourselves, Hero.
Well?
I'm serious. Alright, can I leave now? Leave the area? Yeah. Alright. We have a classroom and then a science room to look at. Hi, Hina. Oh! What the hell is this? Grotesque horror. Room hit me hard and fast. It's actually like red. Like it's not dried pink. What I saw was bad enough. What it smelled. Sour, pungent, almost possibly rank.
I see.
It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been dealing with a fair share of corpses. Are you saying? This is the smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood. There's no surprise in the voice, no shock. He was right, I experienced the smell of death. Or what's before? The smell of death and despair. The smell here is strong, condensed. It's a smell of battlefield. Monica must have...
Hey!
It's my fault again! Stop trying to blame everything on me! If you had done what you did, this would have never happened. No, quite the opposite. The opposite?
Now then.
Yep, let me give you a itty bitty squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know. It's not exactly. Is this a tragedy?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than the stupid hints you get from NPCs and those mean old RPGs. But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody gruesome deaths every day.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep living, soldier. What was he talking about? Just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? I really have to explore this. This is a way to go towards the end of the stream. Blood all over the place. I wanted to shut my eyes, forget it's such a ghastly sight. It appears all the bloodstains are dry. Their colors change as well. I can just assume these stains are considerably old. Is that really all blood? Of course, I wouldn't have found it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? I'm enjoying this. I know I can keep up with someone like that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people died here, apparently. There's a white chalk outline drawn all over the floor. How many bodies are there? I've kind of seen this thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always seen it, see a murder. I wish you could say I don't believe it. No matter where it goes, turn the camera ever say where a camera doesn't place. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Leave the area. No. That's not what I meant to do. Thought I would examine the wall. Yeah, okay, what do you think? Monica just told us. It's not like I'm even here, must be lost in thought. Is there really thinking that, or just flat ignoring me? Okay. Bye. I don't know why I even bothered. Okay, last thing is science. Raw. Rattle, rattle. It's locked. Came all this way just to be denied. Sign in the hall says Biolab. Biolab, we're forbidden seeing into. It kind of sounds like some old cheesy horror movie. Guess I've seen here so far. Once again, I found nothing that seems to make any sense. You did back dying all found out what the others turned up. The others went and turned up. My bad. And after another, one made their way in the dining hall. For too long. Everyone has returned. Yeah, but still, it's just 6 was barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, if one more person dies, we can still Yo, the basketball team.
Hey.
That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. The workforce looking at me. For the sake of everyone we lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop with all the group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Okay, you go first. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no, strange is a massive understatement. Smell of flesh and blood, flesh and fat and blood. White chalk, outlines of Cotton's corpses. I counted 8. This is more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated. I'm glad I wasn't gonna barf just hearing you describe it.
But...
I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So, in other words...
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop, seriously.
It can't be.
Perhaps that's what that meant by most awful, tragic event in human history. I think that might have just been the biggest, most awful, tragic event. You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder took place in that room as the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The scene in that room. That was a tragedy that happened a year ago?
In other words...
Precisely. The tragedy is another name for a genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that were true,
it's all clear now.
That would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close the doors.
Hey.
I mean, I guess it makes sense, but it's all just so awful. No, it's not just awful. It's superly awful. You're right, it was awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But how has not one of us ever heard of something like that happening? I mean, does that mean they really covered it up? Alright, Hero was the other one who found stuff.
You know?
Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found one more thing to be worried about. Stupidly large plant, a chicken coop. And you know, I'm gonna say it, a tool shed! Monokuma said it was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
You're serious?
Totally a man-eating plant. I'm sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipes, though. Anyway, that thing could be must benefit from the sprinkler system much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, I remember that. Did the one get drenched and catch cold?
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to. They say idiots never catch colds, you know? Of course not, because idiots never get wet. Oh, he's not entirely wrong. I think you're thinking ducks. I'm starting to worry about you. Oh, can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is? Dang it.
What the heck?
Hey, come on! You don't always have to call me dumb. I've been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But make you happy, I answer your dumb question. So, what was the question again? Don't worry, you just answered it. Alright. Go, what you find?
Hey.
My concerns with the biolab on the... Biolab was the only place on the 5th floor with an access. Biolab, huh? Wonder what's up there.
Could it be...
Well, if this were like a cliche horror game, it would be some kind of boss or tyrant or...
But...
We're not in a horror game, though. Sure. Sometimes. Either way, we're about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it.
Naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on using them effectively.
No.
I don't really know how to say it, but what you said is probably right.
What?
No, how I said it was right too. Fuck up. Allie, what'd you find?
Yeah.
I checked all windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That kinda used to be Sakura's job, but... Anyway, the windows just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either.
So,
Why do I looking around? I noticed look at the layout of the school. What exactly are you doing at school?
Just a second.
You took the relevant 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Huh? Why do you
So
ask?
then.
Because if you did... Sorry if you hear something in the background, I thought I'd put my phone on Do Not Disturb. If you did, you would have noticed the 5th floor is like every other floor has. I'm gonna look for that goes. You're talking about stairs? Are there any stairs leading up from what you're talking about? Huh? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end?
Correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. all that's left out until to solve the underlying mystery. Well, the second floor of the dorms is also still locked.
But
that's the hardest part.
Okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, he is right. Everything will be okay as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out of this, no matter what it takes. Do I really have to talk to Toko? She's not gonna say anything. Hey, Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants something to say.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
hey.
Oh, 'cause you told her to zip it or whatever. I've forgotten about that. Gee, man, I know you like torturing her, but come on. Oh, Toko, if you want to envelop us with your future breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously, you're just gonna take it? Shut up! And don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? It's just the classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my eye. What was this? Nut. Whoa, the thing is huge, like ransom size.
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. What was it doing in a classroom?
Well,
How would I know?
Very
You
suspicious.
gonna use that knife? What do you plan to do to us? I'm not gonna do anything, I just picked it up. I don't want to leave a knife lying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it like that than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her, I'm nothing like her! Listen, more important, now that we have a knife, what are we gonna do with it?
You
Toka key for sure, don't know what she might do.
what's your problem?
I don't want to do anything anyway, it's too dangerous. So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to him, Makoto? Huh? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
Okay.
Okay, then that's that. Hold on, don't I get a say?
It's all clear.
It just shows how much I trust you. You should ask. Are you sure this is trust? It feels like they're using me. Okay, so Makoto. You're acting like I already said yes. Fine. Guess nothing I can know. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Sorry, I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Made a valuable discovery. Good job. Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. Never ever experienced such a dream. I feel strange. Strange, really strange. Oh no. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Alright, is that everything? If so, wrong thing. I'm gonna save and we're gonna end stream. I'm gonna go Barry. Because he's playing a bunch of demos for games. But we will investigate the school. Next time. I might have just spelt it wrong. Because I cannot spell at all. Not steaming, streaming. Chat. Is it? Okay. I always do things wrong. It's fine. Just put it in there. Don't do the quotes, Nikki. Alright. You guys go. Have fun with some new demos. And I'm very interested. I might go watch them too while I'm doing stuff for night. You guys enjoy that. And I will see you guys on Thursday, assuming I'm not tired for stream. Yeah, well.